What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the Dazed and Confused Fantasy Football League. This is the weekly recap, round two edition, week two, second edition of the 2024 season. Second edition, second guest of the season as well. We got Finn Denhart join us for the call. Thank you for joining us, Finn. Thank you.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
I kind of love having everyone on here now.
Yeah, no, Devin did great last week. I hope to, uphold the standard and
Mm-hmm. There's a theme
have a
that's going
hard-hitting
on with
analysis.
there's a theme I have with some of these guests here as well. I'll explain it as the video goes on, but it's not a great trend. But let's go.
Mm.
All right, let's try to make these videos a little quicker too. So let me I can't get it below 25, and I don't know how. It's
Sure,
just
sure.
I'm so bad. All right. Here's the top 12 ranking by ESPN. They have completely punted on Brian for going 0-2, but I find that very odd because Brian is not a bad team at all. He lost week one, scoring 140 on you, and uh, them putting him at 12 is honestly comical. They do have Phil at one. Uh, return of the whose return is that
That's me.
you?
That's me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because Josh's return of God.
Oh, hold on.
No, there's
Uh,
return. There's two returns. People are returning too often.
I think I'm the all caps one, to be honest, but could be.
Oh,
Who's
so
to
that's
say?
Josh then. Josh is
Who's to
2-0. Oh, this is ass because Josh is two. All right, I'll explain. I hate that rating too. I'm now learning that's Josh. That's horrible. Who they have at three? Devin. After completely punting on Devin, now they're all in. All right, ESPN absolutely geeking. Let's just get right into the matchup. Week one, we're gonna talk about mine to start, and wow, it's a bad trend for Dennis as I lose. Another matchup versus Greg. Greg can like be horrible. He averages like 90 on the season. He'll find a week to drop 130 on me, man. Alvin Kamara right to the face, like 43 points. Evan Ingram didn't play or didn't record a stat, and the Cowboys got -1, and I still lost by 13. It's actually insane. James Cook on Thursday, I thought I was coasting. Nico Collins looks like the wide receiver one, but then I get Jamar Chase, my first round pick, shitting the bed. Uh, Amon Ra got it together after I posted that meme about him. Chris Olave got it together on the Dallas defense, which surprised me. Uh, it's mostly Kamara. Let's be honest. And Neighbors, my own pride and joy of the New York Giants. I saw this game live, so that's yeah. 0-2 start. Finn, I'll actually show you this. My record in the first 2 weeks of the season is like is that 7-12 in the first
Mm.
2 weeks? No, no, wait. Yeah, it is. It's 7-12. That's horrible. But that doesn't make any sense. It's got to be. There must not be counting this loss yet. This website because it should be 20. Because now we've been here for 10 years. So I think I'm seven and
Yeah,
13. That's
yeah.
really
Someone
bad.
called Devin.
And
Yeah.
here's actually something cool about you, Finn. You are the opposite. You are 14-6.
Yeah,
And
I get a early start. You know.
very good start. I would like, and we're learning here actually in the first 2 weeks, it's the best start in our league. No one starts better than you.
What
Fun.
can I say?
It's a funny stat. Funny how that works.
Well, no, Brian's up there, right?
Yeah, Brian lost this week, so he'd be tied with you.
Yeah.
But as we learn, you lose as well. But here's Brian's loss. We're gonna go with this one first. It's to Austin. I got this right on my prediction. I'm very happy by this because I thought Brian's team was really good. Still, he dropped 140 on you. Uh, so I still thought he was looking good, but yeah, I just think Marvin Harrison he got 2 points week one. That was a floor of all or point .9, then 27. So we hit the floor and the ceiling in 2 weeks. crazy performance by Marvin Harrison, James Conner. Honestly, Austin's team is pretty solid, but he does lose Cooper Kupp going forward. Maybe that's a little hindrance, but um, yeah, the running backs just look solid. He could probably stream wide receiver at some point. I do like Brian Thomas. Yeah, so Austin gets his first win of the season. His team looks good going forward. And yeah, Brian, me and him, the only 0-2 teams in our league right now. Yeah, not great, not great for us. If you look at our points against, they're both 250 plus, meaning that our average is like 125 a week. Our opponent's putting up 125. So yeah, we're just getting kind of shafted in the way fantasy football does early on. He doesn't have necessarily a bad performance, but Josh Allen putting up 11, Mark Cooper putting up 2, Allen Lazard, his waiver wire pickup, putting up 2 again. T. Higgins cannot play. He does have Hunter Henry, but he had Brock Bowers, so it doesn't even swing his points too much. Yeah, tough loss for Brian. Moving on. Now, Finn, let's talk about what do you think happened here? What happened here, Finn?
Yeah, I think someone switched our teams or something.
Um,
Well, yeah, I don't know. My team does kind of fall apart here this week. Um,
yeah. Who is?
Devin was yeah, so Devin was right about Jaden Reed. It was kind of Jordan Love dependent, I think.
They ran the
Um,
ball. They ran the ball like 30 times or
yeah,
something.
I figured. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Maybe I start Chuba there or something instead, but I don't know. A lot of
Uh,
underperformers. Kelsey's kind of burning a hole in my pocket. Um,
I even like how you
I
say
think.
that. Yeah, that's a huge hit right there. The 1.1.
Yeah, and he was kind of, what was my third round or something dumb.
High draft capital for sure.
Um, and yeah, my running backs haven't really come online. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
my assessment of your team this week is that you hit like CD and
And
Lamar did well but didn't carry. Like they easily could put up 30, but it's just not one of those weeks.
right,
Uh,
they are kind of my top 10 players.
mhm.
Everybody else is kind of like a top 20-ish guy right now.
ETN is like a touchdown machine though, and he's gonna get this workload. He gets catches. Not really upset with him. Aaron Jones, still I like him going forward for Minnesota. I mean, your biggest hit right here is wide receiver 2, Keenan Allen being hurt, and Roma Dunze not really subbing in for him well. And Travis Kelsey, yeah, nothing else is like jumping out from the page.
Um, but yeah, Devin instead has sort of turned it all around.
Besides at
Uh,
quarterback,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm curious about this Caleb Williams thing. Like, I want to like Caleb Williams, but
What do you know about Caleb Williams, Finn?
um, well, I'll say I know he paints his fingernails, and that's cool. Is my take on Caleb Williams.
Not the number one overall pick. The nails come
And that
first.
gets people mad. Well, yeah, there's that. There's that. They kicked out Justin
No,
Fields for him
yeah.
and all
All
that.
right, so
And
you know the actual
I'm
lore,
a
but
little
I
hip.
love the
Yeah.
I love
Will there
the.
finally be a quarterback for Chicago to build around or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
that would be cool. I believe in him, but yeah, I'm not
my
seeing it.
assessment of Devin's team though is that like he did get like a boom week from everyone besides Laporta and Caleb. Brees getting 20, and they used the other running back a ton too. I think the Jets are just gonna run the ball. That's a good pick going forward.
Yeah,
I
I
watched.
like these running backs. Yeah, these are
Yeah,
good.
yeah. The wide receivers are the shaky part. He got a good Drake London week though. He hated this pick originally. But he got the good Drake London week. Devonta Smith also without AJ Brown, so the writing's on the wall there. But this is the pick though. Jordan Mason. With McCaffrey being out, this is McCaffrey's sub, and this might be the saving grace of his team right now. And I would say, uh, obviously, you think Brees getting 20 is like he's going to average more in the season, but that's kind of
Hmm.
expected. Jordan Mason coming out of the cut for him is going to be big. He won with his tight end, Sam Laporta, who he also drafted early in the third round, has not put up numbers either. So this is just like I, Devin obviously finds out quarterback position and wide receivers stay consistent. He could be scary. We're gonna need to pick this up, but yeah, tough loss, Finn. But I still have you ranked pretty highly, as I'll show you in a second. Uh, we have Vinny versus Phil. Vinny does not have a bad week, but Phil is becoming a fucking monster. Devon A. Chain Bijan look insane. Devonta Smith and Debo look awesome. He does lose Debo. Debo's going to be out for a few weeks. So, no real wide receiver subs here. It may impact some future ratings, but like with how he's performed thus far and how his team looks overall, I still think Phil is the number one team in our league. Again, losing Debo can hinder, but I mean, this
Yeah,
is just an insane
I think a
performance.
chain is so good. As like I feel like he got him pretty early, looking back, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or like good value is what I mean. You know.
I agree. I agree. I think the running back room might be the strongest in our league with Bijan and A Chain. Yeah, this it's kind of tough. I think Austin's up there, but this Phil team could be pretty scary. We didn't even get a good Stroud week, and everyone else, he got a good Kittle performance. Yeah, what a performance. Vinny doesn't have a horrible performance. Rashid Shaheed looks like a steal. Kahimi Fairbrand might be the best player on his team. Number two kicker in the week, averaging 20. Yeah, what the fuck? This
Yeah,
guy's insane.
yeah. I won't spend too much time to complain about kickers, but it's getting ridiculous. I don't know. Something about those decimal points is really adding up, is what I'll say. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get it. I get it. Because what would it be? What would it be without the decimals?
And maybe this isn't the case, but like,
Three
yeah,
fifties and a 40. It would have been 19. Oh no, 20.
yeah,
It would have been 20. He got 20. He got 2.5 more points. I see what you're saying.
yeah, it's not nothing. I mean, yeah, maybe, but you know, it could be
Some of these
whatever.
games have been decided by small margins,
I mean,
so it can.
kickers are becoming like some of the most like high every week. Someone's kicker is like the highest scorer on their team, is what
Yeah,
I'll say.
yeah. Okay, this is a discussion. This is what we do this for.
Which is a little goofy, but whatever.
I kind of agree. We'll discuss it more at the end of the year as well. Good win for Phil here. My number one team in the season. Josh lucks out here. Poopy performance. But he gets it done. Richardson might not be the guy. Mixon underperformed. Uh, Pittman looks gross. Oh, I mean, it's just the Colts. His Colts look kind of weird. Pitts doesn't get a touchdown, therefore looks horrible. He does have the bright spots in Zay Flowers and Godwin. Godwin, I think, is the best player in his team. Number one ranked wide receiver. Yes, that's insane. But he just gets lucky that he plays Ray this week. Ray's team had an all-time pooper. Rashad White, his running back one on the year, gets 2.8. Tyreek Hill, his first round pick, 5.1. Mike Evans, 5.7. 2.4 from Taysom Hill at the flex. We could even he has the win on the bench if he subs in Darnell Mooney instead. Maybe he doesn't do that, but it's still like Antonio Gibson easily could have been played over Taysom Hill and gets him closer to the win, pretty damn close too. Yeah, Josh just
This,
lucks out here. That's why him being at the number two rating of ESPN is insane.
well, this is my game of the week, I would say, just because it it motivates the rest of us, just to be like, if any of us were in there, we could have gotten a win this week. So you got to keep rolling
Yeah,
the dice.
it is a week by week thing. Yeah, me putting up 121 with the L is, and I would have beat the winner of this matchup by 40. it's just,
Yeah. So
it's just what we play fantasy for. I know what you're saying,
you know,
but I doesn't mean I like it. Last but not least, though, Mark loses. Thank Christ. Mark loses to Mateo, which I was not expecting. I think I gave Mark the edge here. But some circumstances that Mark brought up in the Discord. AJ Brown was a late scratch. That's his second round wide receiver. Kenneth Walker, a big productive person in week one, he missed him late scratch in week two. To add to that drama, Mateo had Charbonnet. his Kenneth Walker's backup, and he puts up 15.4 in this matchup, and Mateo wins by 15. So it's just it's crazy how these two things can just shape the whole matchup. But Justin Jefferson gets hurt, but still puts up 21 before he leaves. Jalen Hurts is the one who technically got Mateo the win on Monday night with 25. Threw a pick in there too, so it was even higher prior to the last play of the game. But yeah, it's a great week for Mateo. DK Metcalf bounces back. The trade I have with him is still up in the air. DeAndre Swift, the running back I gave him, got him 6, and Jameson, who looks good, got him 11.9. So I think that's 17, and the pair that he gave me, I think put up like what? I'm gonna think about 18 as well. Let's see though, 19-6. So I barely won, but it's very comparable. Mateo gets a win, his first win of the year. Thank God, beating that fraud mark. Okay. We're just gonna go into the previews of next week now, Finn. And
Yep.
Finn, to give you the floor, I am horrible at predicting my own matchups. So you will have to predict who's gonna win my matchup between Mateo and I.
Oh, it's you, Mateo. Okay.
Yes, me, Mateo. I would call this a rivalry. I think Mateo would do the same.
And it's a trade match too.
Yeah, right after our week 1 trade. Exactly. I'm looking for my first win of the season. I need this. And yeah, just give me your assessment. What do you think of this matchup? Now, this is without waivers. I am the number one priority on waivers as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was looking at waivers before I realized I was like on the other end of the wire.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I will say no one really piqued my interest, but I don't really have an eye for that.
I
I don't know.
cannot speak.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Well, doesn't this go live after the wave? Whatever. We'll
No,
see.
it goes live tonight. No,
Oh,
so
okay.
it does not. I will not speak.
Okay. You'll be in a lot of trouble. How about I don't know. Yeah, I think I like your odds then. Um, I don't know. How's Aaron Rodgers been doing is a little bit in the back of my mind. Yeah.
You're thinking of the quarterback, all these check marks you
Yeah.
see on my side, but you worry about that. Aaron had a bad week 1, but 16.9 in week 2. He didn't throw a pick. He just didn't throw for very many yards. They ran the
Yeah.
ball very many
But how
times.
yeah, how's he look out there? I
He
don't
looks
know.
all right. He's dinking it to the running backs a lot. I want to see more Garrett Wilson, though, I will say.
Mhm.
When,
But yeah, I like this Isaiah Likely thing too. Even though they're not giving you the edge on that. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's you, even though I don't know.
let's go. Let's go. I appreciate the shout. I haven't gotten a shout yet. So
Maybe you get your first win. Yeah. So let's
thank
see.
you. Right. So next matchup, it's Devin and Brian. Looking at this, they're giving. Does Brian lose anybody here? I mean, they just don't project him very highly. Alec Pierce 5.98 projection is crazy. T. Higgins still might not play. They're playing the Commanders too. Why is he only projected 8? Ah, yeah. I mean, I just like Devin's team. He's projected 120 is stupid, but I like Devin's team a lot. I give the edge to Devin here.
Yeah, I believe it.
Uh, I do wanna I do wanna show you something here, Finn. Here was the edge count so far. So we got 8 of the 12 right. So you have a lot to really build on here.
Okay. Okay.
You could
Let's
get
see.
some wrong and we still be above 500, but I want to shoot well this year, man. I wanna show that we really do this fantasy shit. I'm gonna let you hop on this one. Who do you think's winning this?
Let me see. Austin did kind of pull it together last week.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He is without Cooper
Cooper,
Cup though.
is he really? Yeah.
Vinny's without Pacheco too. Let's show you some benches.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's bunch it up.
he doesn't really have a running back here that I love. He's gonna probably have to put in Tajay Spears for Pacheco. That's not great. And who does Austin have for wide receiver? Terry McLaurin. That's not huge. Brian Thomas maybe a little better. Oh,
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
I want to hear who you give the edge to. You're the official edge call.
Um, yeah, I will edge call to the Verde boys this round. I think.
Austin
You know,
getting the edge. I understand that too. I think Austin's sub of Brian Thomas is better than Vinny Silva, Tajay Spears. I think the
I'm
teams like
also
are pretty even
yeah,
overall.
yeah, and I'm kind of thinking QB meta when I don't really know. I just kind of think like, well, Dak is maybe back. You know.
Oh, I forgot
Oh
you're a
no, hold
Dak
on.
guy.
But what was it? I was asking Mateo, like, is Dak good this year? And he was like, no, he was good last year, so it's not going to be this year. So
Oh, Mateo the
I don't know.
all-knowing.
It's
No, I don't
whatever it
know.
is. It's a good or a bad omen, whatever Dak is. So
It could
um,
depend. Dak is a regular season
I
quarterback.
think I think he'll be the pivot point in this matchup. Is my guess.
Mm-hmm. So, Verde Boys it is. Guess what? I'm doing your matchup, and it's you and Phil. I'll tell you
Oof.
what, it's not looking great in these projections. QB meta, I clearly see that you're running it. They're giving you Lamar Jackson and CD Lamb, which is like two I completely understand. But yeah, the running backs don't compare. They're giving you're gonna get Keenan back in there.
Yeah, and I think they'll give
So
me him.
so they'll give you the wide receivers just in general, which I would do as well. Reed at a 7.3. Yeah, because they don't think Jordan Love will be back again.
This might be the week I start Chuba or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
Chuba or maybe a Sutton.
yeah, I haven't really seen it from Sutton this year. But yeah, I don't know. Not
Yeah,
not
I
loving my odds either. But yeah,
do you know what though? We always call by what people think of projections and how it looks on paper. What's the head-to-head matchup look like here with you and Phil?
Mm.
That's what I'm wondering. Mm, playoff win. Oh, 2023 playoff win over Phil. Mm,
You could call this a rivalry.
wow.
I don't
Wow.
know. I
No,
think we
it's
both had some like
dead
real
s-
stinker
dead
years in the
center
past.
in the regular season. And then you have a last year playoff win over Phil when Phil was like a number one seed. Phil got the bye last year. Yeah, that's crazy. That I'm gonna give that to you, Finn. That's a shot in the
Yeah,
dark. I don't really know how you do it, but how fantasy works, it could happen.
you're right. Okay.
It's not looking great when we look at this, right? But that's not what we do this for. We do this for the love of the game.
No, yeah, it's gonna be a Kelsey Boom game. It's Ravens are gonna,
Yeah. Oh,
I
they're
don't
like,
know,
oh,
call
Roma Dunze, kind of. Nope. Roma Dunze breakouts, rookie year.
maybe
Anything
I
can
stream a
happen.
defense for like 25 points again. Who knows?
I'm giving that to you. I'm gonna let you do this one. This is Greg. This is who's actually projected 117. Has Greg got it together?
Yo, Greg last week, you didn't go over it too much, but he put up like that score with like two zeros, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
130 with like a 0 and a -1. Uh,
right. Two non-positive, yeah.
yeah.
play.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. But is Daniel Jones going to target Malik Neighbors 18 times in one game again? I don't know. Is Kamara going to put up 40 again? I don't know. I think Mahomes in the last two seasons is like not a huge like fantasy player anymore. Greg always seems to get him, and I don't know. Uh, Amon Ra is good, but I just hate that he's injured like every game, and how good the Saints are. Like Olave doesn't even look that great. 2 and then 10 hasn't gotten a touchdown yet this year. Uh, Yeah, it kind of scares me. They're 2-0 and not using their wide receiver one, but Raheed Shaheed is going off. So it's just interesting how this new offense is going. Uh yeah, Josh. Wow, they're not giving him anything. They're not giving him a fuck. They gave him defense and kicker, which can just be changed because like Greg's kicker is Justin Tucker. Cowboys defense, yeah.
Mixon's been really good lately, but
But Kamara's
um,
running back one. You know?
yeah, but yeah, any against anyone else,
Yeah, wow.
I
All
would
right.
say maybe.
I'm
Yeah.
giving you who's the edge?
Say it again.
Who's the edge?
Oh, me?
I'm
Oh,
letting
this
you
is
I'm
mine.
making you
Yeah. Oh,
pick
this
this.
is definitely Greg. Yeah, this is definitely Greg.
All right, a Greg matchup. All right, last but not least, we have Ray Smith and Curry Man. Now, Mark was talking a lot. Um, what I love about this from Mark is that AJ Brown is apparently going to miss multiple weeks, and one injury can just like flip Mark's team on its head. Because now he's starting Khalil Shakir at wide receiver two. Uh,
Mm.
Ray is just like with Tyreek Hill being his wide receiver one. Tua, if you're hip to that I was about to say nonsense, but it is not nonsense. It's something serious. He got
Yeah,
another concussion. Yeah, scary concussion again, and he might have to hang it up. So
right.
if that's the case, like Skylar Thompson, their backup is really bad. I don't know if Tyreek Hill is actually looking as good as he should be right
So you're saying I shouldn't have two on my bench anymore?
now. Keep
I'm kidding.
keep updated. He's missing 4 weeks confirmed right now, and it could
Yeah,
be
I don't
longer.
know. He wasn't going. He wasn't popping off before that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. You can find a quarterback out there. Um,
yeah. It's up. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe it is to get rid of your bench. Um, I'll get rid of him off your bench, but I think I don't love. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't love Ray's team here. I don't love Marks with him starting Khalil Shakir. He really doesn't have an like Pickens doesn't look great. Keon Coleman's not getting throw to. Dobbs is the wide receiver at, or is like the wide receiver four on a Malik Willis offense. I think I have to give it to Mark, and I don't want to. It's sad, but I have to do it.
No, yeah, he kept it close last week without
It
Kenneth
looked
Walker.
closer. It looked closer. He
Yeah,
still sucked. Don't give him
true.
credit. No, no, no. I won't
No,
allow
it's
it.
just not to talk about. I have another league for the first time ever,
Uh,
and
uh,
and I have Kenneth Walker and
uh.
AJ and Tua in that league.
So you're feeling for him right now, dude.
Yeah, but like yeah, so AJ Brown sucks missing that or like not having that.
And Kenneth
But yeah,
Walker. Wow.
Kenneth Walker is probably a needed bounce back, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give that to Mark. I think that makes the most sense. I just don't love the look of Ray's team. It's auto drafted and it's looking a little all over the place. Taysom Hill in the flex is just gross. All right, last but not least, I want to ask you your rankings. This is Dennis's amazing, definitely not biased, analytical with no favoritism top 12 rankings, and I've already completed my week 3. I have a blank spot for you about your top 10. So who do you think is the best? How do you want to start this? You want to start from the bottom or the top?
I'll start from maybe. Let me kind of skip around. How about
Oh,
that?
okay, sure. Let's go. I have Phil as the number 1 team. Do you agree or no?
Um, yeah, I would say maybe
Oh,
I'm gonna throw up Greg up there. I'm gonna distort your rankings a little bit.
I
I'm
love that.
trying to
I
pull
mean,
up
I have Greg at
my stats
4.
for the- Yeah.
I have Greg at 4 as previously at 9. Big jump up from with that win. He beat the shit out of me, so I really have not too much to contest there. All right,
Yeah,
who's your number 2?
I think he has a good spot to work from. if he
Mm-hmm.
can use it. Number two, I would maybe give this to um yeah, two is Phil.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the red and green is supposed to be just like if they went up or down,
Up or down.
went to
Yeah.
last week, but it turned out it's just all when like everyone who won went up and everyone who lost went down. So that's how it
Right.
actually happened. You only went down one on my ranking, but where do you rank yourself actually? I'm gonna have you jump around there.
Yeah,
Where,
I'm in the middle. I'm 7 right now.
wow.
I think I have some firepower, but winning early and still kind of having that like points for advantage or something. I'm pretty far in the waivers. So even if I do kind of want to
Make
pick
a
up some
move.
steam, I feel like I always miss the first kind of waiver waves, but
Mm-hmm.
um I don't know. I feel like I'm a coin flip for the rest of the season. So that's why I'm in the middle.
Okay, okay. Who's the worst team in the league? How about that? Who's
Yeah,
whose team's just bad?
it's probably Ray. Um
Mm,
I think he's got some auto draftitis on his team. It's kind of got a lot of injuries now, weirdly. Um Mark Andrews isn't real. Uh he's also in my other league. My other league is done. Yeah.
Not a great start, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Tyreek is no, he doesn't. That's not Tyreek.
No, wrong guy. All right, we really are all over the place in your ranking here so far. So I'm just gonna let you say another name. Who do you want to put on this list?
um, yeah, um, let's put you right behind me. I think you know,
All right.
you and me, the champions from last year. Roughing it
Mm-hmm.
out in the middle of this year. Trying to regain our footing. That's how I see it.
Regain. Hey man, I'm fine. This is actually is what I've learned. This is a part of the course for me. I've always lose week one and two. It's actually like probable that I lose week
Yeah,
one and two.
yeah. It's in fact enhanced your champion spot.
Yeah, I'm a two-time champ, and this is my record in week one and two.
Yeah, that's the Mateo math. You know what? Let's Speaking of, I kind
Uh,
of want to flatter Mateo here. Let's give him the number 5 spot. I feel like
mm,
he's cooking something up.
what do I have him?
I know he would
Nine.
like to hear
Wow.
that.
Wow. I still don't think his running
Um,
back situation got solved at all, even with the trade I sent him. Is that too harsh to confirm? but
um,
but I digress.
yeah, right. Because Charbonnet is not
No,
really
he like
gonna
makeshift.
do
He
that. Yeah,
makeshift the fuck out of his week last week. It worked, but it just felt like it was not the solution going forward. It was very
I feel like I'm rating the player above the team here a little bit.
he's thinking
But,
of Mateo highly. All right, Glaze. Let's
no,
move
I'm
it on.
just saying. Wait, you mean you were just saying he pulled it together? Anyhow.
No, he got it
Um,
together last week, but the guy sucks.
um, I will put maybe Mark above Mateo here.
Yeah, I have Mark up there too, I think. Mark a five? Yeah. I'm a four.
Um, then who's left?
I,
Um,
I put Josh up here. He's 2-0. I know it was like kind of crazy, but
yeah, it's
what
a
do you put a
flimsy
2-0
2-0.
boy?
Okay, Josh is right above me. I hate to say it,
The
but
six.
he's right above me.
Top
Yeah.
six, top half. Where did I
Um,
put him? Yeah, I put him three, being gracious with the 2-0 record.
okay. All right. I hope this isn't too messed up, but
This man is
I kind of
all over the place.
it's fine. It's fine. How about uh, who else is down here?
This
Yeah,
boy.
I think Austin is probably 3, and then
Yeah.
Devin is 9.
Wow. Okay. I'm above Devin. I love being thought of positively when I'm 0-2. Oh, speaking
And
of
then let's
0-2,
see.
Brian.
Right. I think I want Brian above Vinny
Oh.
for I don't know. I don't really know their teams, but they
No,
haven't,
I understand. Where
jumped
do
out at me like
I have
the other
Vinny
ones.
at 10. I'm giving Brian some grace at an 0-2 with the 7. I moved me to the 11. I think
Mhm.
I'm in some shit. But yeah, okay. I mean, I these are all subjective, man. We'll see what actually happens at the end, but I love doing these throughout. I feel like it
This
stirs
might be the
the pot.
most accurate. Yeah, this might be the most accurate list you guys have by the end of this. So,
All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Finn. Thanks for coming on.
yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see who you have
This is
next week.
this is a long ass episode. We're gonna learn. We're gonna need how to cut this down,
Because
but this is
I'm
still
sorry,
fun.
I should have prepared my list a bit more.
Hey, hey, bro.
But you know,
I ramble on these all the time. At first, I was making these alone at like 25 minutes, so don't worry about it at all. We'll get better as the more we do. You'll probably come on because I swear not everyone will join. You'll probably come on again this season.
I won't come on until you have everyone else in the league join.
Let's see what they're doing, bruh. I can't even get Greg to
Yeah,
respond to a message. But
just start smack talking. Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. And thanks everyone for watching. Peace.